Pull me up, I've been waiting on the weekend. Got my girls with me drinking. Pull me up, what you thinking? Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up. I've been waiting on the weekend. Got my girls with me drinking. Pull me up, what you thinking? Pull me up, pull me up. If you lit and outside, put your hands up. If you made it through the week, put your hands up. If you single but you happy, put your hands up. If it's a happy weekend, put your hands up. Yeah, I'm looking at flyers when I step. It's me that's turning up, who else? Bitches hating on me, but look a mess. Fuck negativity, it's TGIF, it's TGIF. I'm not to go up and stay for the rest. I'm outside more and I'm wearing less. Tell the waitress bring a bottle, I don't wanna stress. Looking for a little yeah, they only tell me yes. Pull me up, I've been waiting on the weekend. Got my girls with me drinking.
Let's make some stuffed bell peppers and dirty rice.
Alright, hey honey tribe. So y'all, I seen all of those extra ass recipes doing dirty rice and stuffed bell peppers, so that's what I'm about to make. Okay, so I already have the ground beef, okay, nice and seasoned. I've been letting it cover and simmer and let the juices just, you know what I'm saying, soak and get the meat nice and tenderized and flavored. Got some mini bell peppers, y'all, okay, so it's just for me. Slice these open, okay, y'all, so I sliced them open, all right, just the tops, and we're gonna stuff our meat and everything inside of here, okay? And y'all, like I already said, I look up these recipes, I see how everybody wants to do theirs in their little fancy little ways and expensive ways, but over here at Honey Tribe right now, we ain't got time for that. We're gonna put some meat in a bowl, all right, just like so. Up already, so yes, this is what they look like. We're just gonna pop these in here for like, I'll say about 8 to 10 minutes, okay? Y'all know, bitch, I don't play about black beans. I love them, okay? So we're just gonna mix those up like so, all right? Make sure we get them enough beans and meat together. Okay, I gotta have my chili powder, so we're gonna put some of this in there. So, Honey Tribe, if you just wanna make some stuffed bell peppers really quick without all of the extra stuff that they have online, once our peppers are done in the oven, then we can go ahead and stuff them, all right? So here is the rice. I've already pre-cooked it, okay? And so what we're gonna do is just to add just a little bit of just, you know, some sort of, just so it's not too boring. I'm gonna just put some dry pepper, red flakes in here, some of the meat in here, all right? So some of you guys might wanna make stuffed peppers, and some of y'all might want to make dirty rice. So just want to make some quick dirty rice. All right, again, you guys might have kids, they might not care for like the peppers and all of that. I mean, it's good for you, but yeah, mix a little in, spoonfuls of meat at a time, little by little, okay? And you don't have to use that much if you don't want to, all right? But just a small spoonful of it is enough, okay? And voila. Quick, simple, but yummy dirty rice, okay, y'all? So I'm gonna add just a little bit more meat, all right? Even though he loves rice, you would think the man is Asian, okay? So there we go. So we got our nice, yummy, dirty rice, you guys. Take a good look at that. All right. I don't know if you can see the crushed red peppers. Okay. Homemade, simple, Honey Tribe, dirty rice. Okay, you guys? Good or not? Okay, so this thing will be coming along. We're gonna let them chill. I just flipped them. We're gonna let these chill for about another 5 minutes. All right, y'all, so we're gonna put those down, that one down, and then slide this in there. So if you want to use the small ones, you can, is my point. You can definitely make them with the minis. sure that you just constantly pushing it in there. And just mash it, baby, mash it in the pepper. Again, you don't really want to spill any rice in the rice bowl. So they're stuffed now. All right, and they're ready to be popped back in the oven. And so here they are. They're going to school, and we will see them. I'm gonna taste a spoonful. I might do a mukbang. It depends, y'all. It depends. All right. Yes. If you ever been to Popeyes, everybody knows the typical Popeyes dirty rice. Okay, it'll put you in the mind of something. All right, y'all, so I was just sitting here thinking, like, because I really like the dirty rice turned out way better than I thought it would. I was just sitting here thinking, because I used to work at Popeyes, and so I used to like watch how the line used to wrap around the drive-thru, and people would come in and stuff, and they would be ordering like the dirty rice, they would be ordering the red beans and rice and stuff like that, and we used to make it. So the meat was okay. It's fast food, you get it, but you know, we just used to mix the meat and the rice together. And when people would come, and they would always be asking, like, you know, can I get it? Like, we would ask what the side is that they want, whether it was getting the blackened chicken tenders or whatever type of chicken and stuff. And we would just be thinking, like, you know, why so? Well, I know I did. I used to like, because some of the managers, they used to also say the same thing, like, it must be crap in this stuff. Like, y'all, and Popeyes was not expensive. I mean, not cheap. I don't know if it's still like high like it used to be. I'm sure it is. Popeyes was definitely high. Even if you just wanted a 2-piece, a 3-piece, it was definitely pricey. And so even my managers were like, ain't no way that I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, pay these prices and stuff like that. But I used to wonder, I used to be like, what's so special about it? I think I tasted it maybe one time. I think because normally my favorite side was like mashed potatoes, or I would get like fries or something like that. So one day I just wanted to see what the hype, I really definitely didn't try the red beans and rice, but I wanted to see what the fuck the hype was. And so I got like a small thing of dirty rice, and I ate it, and I was just like, what's the hype or whatever. So when I just tasted mine, it definitely tastes better, because, you know, Sazon is a must, ladies. When you making stuff like chicken or ground beef, and you just want, you want that flavorful, like very flavorful. So Sazon was in mine. But when I just tasted my dirty rice, it made me think about Popeyes, like where it's just the rice, the ground beef, but it's very flavorful. And then you got like the crushed red pepper flakes that also kind of get like a little softer once you mix them in there, and it's the heat and the, you know, the steam from the rice and from the meat and everything. So Honey Trop, I really hope you guys enjoy when y'all make this. It does not have to be something that's just so, you know, dramatic, and just something that just, you just gotta run out and go get 1,000 ingredients and stuff like that. So let me know how y'all like that, okay? Right, and I'm going to try it, all right, y'all, and give y'all my honest 1 to 5 rating. Oh my God. So, I'm not gonna lie, I've been eating vegetables. I don't really eat peppers like bell peppers and stuff, but I'm gonna choose my food. So when I heard about the recipe, or when I heard about people talking about stuffed bell peppers, and I was looking at the recipe, I was a little skeptical. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical. I was like, you know, just biting into a bell pepper, even if it's stuffed, but you barely taste it. Like, you taste it, but if you know already, you know. And let me put y'all up on game real quick. When I got these, I didn't know that they were sweet bell peppers, unless all of them come like that, or that's the kind people use. I don't know. I didn't know these were sweet bell peppers until we got back to the house and we were unloading the groceries. These are busting with this, okay? And then you want to also, with the meat, you want to sprinkle like a little cheese in it. I would definitely recommend it. I wish I would have done that and not just put it on the top. I wish I would have mixed it through and put some on the top. But if you are like somebody that's not too big on like the cheeses and starches, and you're just trying to be healthy, you'll still appreciate it. The pepper is so good. Good, y'all. Now the dirty rice. Let's try this now, y'all. One thing I can say is as long as you know how to make rice and the meat, you're good. And I do. Both of them are 10 out of 10. This definitely tastes like the dirty rice that I tasted at Popeyes, but just better. Yes. Now, okay, hold on, y'all. Let me chew this up. We'll say, as just like a main dish, the way I made my dirty rice, which is like the traditional Popeyes way, I would definitely say it would probably be best to eat that as a side. So if you're gonna fry you some good old pork chops or some chicken thighs, definitely chicken thighs. If you're gonna like fry you some chicken legs, some wings, or you know, just fry some chicken or bake some chicken, definitely it would be a crazy side. You know what I'm saying? It would be good to be like as a side dish, but as like a main course, those recipes that you see what people doing the most, like adding, especially the Cajun stuff. I love Cajun. So like people adding like a little bit of chicken in it, sausage. I seen people adding like shrimp, crab meat, then you can go crazy. You know what I'm saying? If that's the main dish. But if you just wanted to, you know, put it with something that you already have, like even if, it doesn't matter. If you just wanted to make it as a side dish, then definitely 10 out of 10, y'all.